Courtroom tension has taken a fresh turn again in the ongoing legal battle involving Nnamdi Kanu, and right now across Nigeria, many people are paying very close attention. What happened inside the courtroom is not just another normal court sitting. It was one of those moments where you could almost feel the seriousness in the air. Lawyers were prepared, the judge was ready, observers were watching carefully, and then suddenly, everything shifted. As proceedings were about to move forward, a strong objection was raised from the defense side. The issue was not small. It was about whether certain legal steps had been properly handled before judgment could move ahead. That objection alone was enough to pause the entire atmosphere inside the courtroom. This is why many people are calling it a fresh twist. If you are following this story closely, please like this video right now and subscribe to this channel. We bring you updates in a clear and simple way so everybody can understand. Now, let us go step by step so we do not miss anything important. For years, this legal matter has gone through many phases. It has seen arrests, bail, rearrest, international controversy, arguments over procedure, and strong public reactions. Supporters believe strongly in his cause. Critics believe strongly in the authority of the state. But inside the courtroom, emotions do not decide cases. Law and procedure decide cases. What created the tension this time was the insistence that certain legal issues must be settled first before any final decision is delivered. In simple terms, the defense argued that the court must address pending matters before moving forward. When such objections are raised, the judge cannot ignore them. The court must examine whether those points have legal weight. And this is where the atmosphere changed. Observers described the moment as intense but controlled. Nobody shouted, nobody lost order. But the seriousness was obvious. The judge had to pause and consider the submissions carefully. That pause alone created uncertainty. When a case of this magnitude pauses again, people begin to ask questions. Is this a delay? Is this a strategy? Is this the beginning of another long legal journey? Before we continue, please take 2 seconds to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps this channel continue to bring balanced and understandable updates. Now, let us understand why every development in this case carries weight. This case is not just about one individual. It touches on national unity, constitutional rights, freedom of expression, and security concerns. When issues like this enter the courtroom, every word matters. Every motion filed matters. Every adjournment matters. In previous court sittings, there have been arguments about jurisdiction. There have been debates about the legality of certain actions taken during the arrest process. There have been challenges concerning the charges filed. Each of these arguments adds layers to the case. The recent courtroom development shows that the legal team is not slowing down. They are using every lawful opportunity available within the system. That is their right under the law. In any democratic system, the defense has the right to challenge procedure, challenge evidence, and challenge interpretation of statutes. But here is where things become even more interesting. When a high-profile case continues for years, public opinion begins to split deeply. Some people believe the process has taken too long. Others believe justice must take its full course, no matter how long it takes. Some say the delays are tactical. Others say they are necessary for fairness. What makes this particular moment different is timing. Many Nigerians are watching closely because they feel this stage could determine the direction of the case going forward. If procedural issues are upheld, the case could slow down again. If they are dismissed, the court could move swiftly toward final decisions. That is why the tension is real. If you are still watching, please like this video and subscribe. It helps more people find accurate updates instead of rumors. Let us talk about the bigger picture. Legal battles of this nature often move in phases. There is the trial phase, then there can be appeals. After appeals, there can even be further constitutional challenges. This means what happens today may not be the final chapter. Many legal analysts have pointed out that cases involving national security allegations are always complex. Evidence standards are high, legal arguments are technical, and every word spoken in court can be examined later at higher courts. So when the defense raises fresh objections, it is not just about today. It may be about building grounds for future appeals. It may be about protecting procedural fairness. It may be about ensuring no legal gap is left open. Again, if you value clear explanations like this video, and subscribe right now. Another factor that cannot be ignored is public reaction. Outside the courtroom, conversations continue in homes, offices, markets, and online spaces. Some people feel emotional, others try to remain neutral, but nearly everyone agrees that the case is significant. Now let us slow this down so everyone understands clearly. When a judge stands down a proceeding to consider an objection, it does not automatically mean victory for either side. It simply means the court must be careful. Judges are expected to avoid rushing. If there is a procedural question, it must be answered before moving forward. This is how the justice system protects itself from future criticism. If a court ignores a procedural issue and delivers judgment, an appellate court could later overturn that decision. That would waste time and resources. So sometimes what looks like delay is actually caution. At this point, many viewers are asking, what happens next? The next step depends on how the court rules on the objections. If the court finds that the defense arguments are valid, it could reshape parts of the trial. If not, the matter could proceed without further interruption. But in high-profile matters, nothing is ever simple. And please, do not forget to like this video and subscribe. We are breaking this down in plain, understandable English for everyone. Let us also address something important. Courtroom tension does not mean chaos. It means seriousness. It means the weight of the decision ahead is heavy. It means every participant understands the consequences. But in situations like this, judges must remain calm. Lawyers must remain respectful. And the accused must rely on legal representation to speak on their behalf. This is not entertainment. It is constitutional process. Yet for viewers at home, it feels dramatic because of what is at stake. National unity, individual rights, legal precedent, public trust. Each of these elements makes the story powerful. There is also the political angle, even if the courtroom itself is non-political. Whenever a case attracts national attention, political conversations begin outside the court. Analysts discuss implications. Commentators debate possible outcomes. Supporters and critics express strong opinions. But inside the courtroom, only the law speaks. That is something viewers must remember. Again, if you appreciate balanced reporting, like this video and subscribe so you never miss updates. As the case continues, many legal experts believe whatever the outcome at this stage, the matter may not end immediately. Appeals are common in major cases. Higher courts often re-examine decisions carefully, so the fresh twist may not be the last twist. For now, what we know clearly is that procedural arguments have slowed the momentum of proceedings. The judge has shown willingness to consider those arguments seriously, and the nation continues to watch